people do that. Oh, girl, we're live.
Oh yes, what a good thing. Hi everybody. How's it going? Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. Girl,
Well, I
did you
just
hear
like,
about the N word?
yeah, girl, like that's so forbidden. Just hearing that makes me want to ew.
Like, I had a dream last night that I bought a Switch 2.
Oh, girl, what were you on last night?
I don't know. I woke up and I still haven't forgiven myself.
Oh my god, you should get like a manicure and cure yourself from that, girl.
I know. I just need to treat myself. Anyway,
Treat yourself to
hi.
Sega Genesis.
Yeah, I need to cleanse myself of some Sega stuff. How are you? How are you today on this? What is today? Hang on. I've totally lost track of time. Wednesday for me, Tuesday for you. Right.
I'm good. I'm good. Just finish some housework as usual. Nothing special, and yeah, excited for my boyfriend.
Yeah, cool. Not long now. Not
Yeah,
long
he's
now.
he's yeah he's coming over. To kidnap me. Just kidding. No, he's not kidnapping me, but he's gonna be over here for a while to get to know my family and stuff. It's gonna be cool.
That's awesome. Are you gonna play some
Cool Carp.
Nintendo? Oh, I
Cool
said
Carp
it.
said Wednesday for them too.
Oh, cool cops here. Hello. Look, we can click
Nice profile
your
picture.
comments. Yeah, that's pretty good. We can click your comments and they appear on the screen. Look at that. Girl, have you
Look
played
at that.
Nintendo?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That we played some Doom last time, didn't we? We should see. I wonder if I could record that for
Yes,
the
it was
channel.
epic.
Yeah.
The only downside about owning the Doom on the Switch, I noticed, how on Steam and PlayStation, you have the choice to browse through different mods?
Yeah.
Well, in the Nintendo version, uh you're very limited to only the mods that are featured. You can't look up mods.
So you can't actually just search for them. What?
No, no, it has to be what's featured.
Oh, why does Nintendo have to do everything differently? Okay. Okay, I said the N word. I'm sorry.
You see, you already said it. That was the title of the video.
I know.
You
I
look, you
said it.
done fucked it up for all of us.
I said it quite a few times actually. That's terrible. I'll never forgive myself, and I'll never forgive myself for having a dream that I actually bought a Switch too. Oh my god, I'm still struggling with that. But
Look, I know it's hard to quit, but you'll get there eventually. Just think about Sega.
yeah, and Nintendo
I
like
mean, you
yeah,
just look at my profile icon. What do you think of Sega, right?
that's Atari, isn't it? Nah. Yeah, Sega's awesome.
I will slap you for that.
I like Atari. I like what they're doing, the whole physical copies thing. I think that's really
No,
cool.
literally, it's epic.
Nintendo should follow suit and do that and actually listen to their freaking fans or the consumers. Um, yeah, Sega. Yeah, I was playing some Lost Judgment last night, and I was like, "Oh, there's a lot of these arcade games, like Sega arcade games, that are only available in like this game, basically." So it's like, yeah, I wish, yeah, it sounds like it would be a massive market for that. Like if Nintendo started re-releasing like NES carts, I reckon they would absolutely kick ass.
I agree. I think a lot of people would invest in them more than their expensive new Nintendo console.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, yeah, it'd probably be more of a hit than the Switch 2, in all honesty. It just seems like easy money to me, and like it's just plastic and screws. I mean, it's not that expensive. You can get all that stuff pretty cheap from China, so it's like just put it into action, guys. What are you doing?
Look, I'm just gonna be honest, right? I don't
Yeah.
like I do have boundaries when it comes to piracy and all that, but when it comes to uh okay, like I have a Nintendo online membership, right? But like the thing is, that's like for one thing, that's the only way to play classic titles, which I think is, I'm sorry, this is stupid in my opinion. People can say otherwise, but that's just my opinion.
Hmm.
Uh the emulation on the Nintendo sucks ass. Like, dude, playing Earthworm Jim on that thing, I'm sorry, but the emulation was so shit. The input lag just put me off, dude. I couldn't even get through the first level.
That's it. We'll bully you later on about that. No, just kidding.
And
Um,
then Nintendo 64, dude, is
yeah.
just as disappointing. You can't even remap the buttons.
Oh, what? Really? There's no like custom button
Like
layouts or
like
anything.
you
What?
they give you the choice, but it doesn't work.
It's from my experiences, like Nintendo Online Service was quite young back then when I like bought it. I haven't bought it for freaking years, man. But like, yeah, it was like pretty bare bones, and like you couldn't really like customize much at all, and it's just a shame. Like, yeah, it just seems like a
And that's
missed
another thing that
opportunity.
kind of puts me off with the Nintendo is that you can't even customize it, dude. Like it's so tasteless. You just to even turn it on, dude, it's just a plain gray or bright white screen with games on it, and that's it. No personality except maybe the shell of the fucking console, but that's about it. Like there's no other personality to it.
Like, I get you've got to like, yeah, you've got like an online service you're trying to get everyone to subscribe to, but could you please just set these games on the store separately, kind of like what Xbox did? I'm not saying Xbox is like the golden example of of what gaming like should be, but like, you know, at least with the game, like what's it called, Game Pass or whatever, like, which I've never subscribed to, by the way. um they would have it so like you could get the games cheap on the Game Pass subscription, obviously, or you can actually purchase these games separately themselves. I think that was a good idea, and I don't see why Nintendo isn't doing something like that, because I don't, when and where am I going to play, like, I don't know, like there's a whole lot of NES games on there that I just wouldn't bother with, and I don't really feel like I should feel the need to pay for them. Um, there's only a few that I just want to chuck on every once in a while, and I should be able to just purchase those and play them whenever I see fit, you know?
And I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. What do we got here? I never understood why people played emulated games on a console when you can just download a ROM and run it through Fusion on your PC. Yeah, exactly, exactly,
This right
and it
here is what I'm
runs,
trying to say.
yeah, and it runs a
Like
shitload better.
literally after playing, you know, after like testing a few games on the Nintendo emulation for pretty much all the consoles that they have, I'm sorry, but I would rather get a ROM and boot it into an emulator on a computer than to use their console emulation because it's literally shit.
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna use emulated stuff that people have already like done for you, then at least, you know, make it a good experience. People love the convenience of stuff, and if you can get a really good, like, make that experience as the best it can possibly be. But why would you charge people for just, it just, I don't know, Nintendo just seems to be making so many stupid decisions, and it's like, are you really businessmen? Like, are you really oh, just, it
And
blows
I
my
think that
mind.
the GameCube, uh, the fact that they're making GameCube emulation exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2, even though it technically has the same hardware as the other Nintendos, I just think
Yeah,
that's also straight up bullshit.
yeah. The thing, like, it's, we sound like a couple of Nintendo haters, and I understand that people think that way, but honestly, man, I've got like Nintendo products out the up the wazoo, right? I've got the Nintendo Entertainment System. I collect N64, Wii U, GameCube, and Nintendo Wii. I've got like, I'm a fucking Nintendo hoarder at this point. Barely got
No,
enough room since I've moved back home to fucking store my shit. So yeah, it's not that I hate Nintendo, it's that I wish they would go back to making good decisions.
And I'm saying the same thing. And I'm not gonna lie, my whole life, no, I have not owned a Nintendo until recently, last year. One was given to me for my birthday, Nintendo Switch Lite. I'm not hating on Nintendo either. I appreciate the Nintendo console that I have, but I do wish that, Nintendo would listen to the fans more
Yeah.
and, you know, be less greedy when it comes to stuff like Nintendo Online or, you know, uh some of their game sales also. I think that they're a bit unfair,
Yeah.
especially for old titles. They're just it's outrageous.
Yeah, they charge like a ridiculous amount for, right? Well, there's a lot that you could probably buy it cheaper on another console or on PC or something like that. But
Dude,
what?
I bought games for way cheaper on Steam. Like, literally.
Yeah, I'm not even a PC kind of guy. Like, but I'm not a PC gamer at all. But I reckon like it's probably more profitable to do that now than it is to just own a console, because the whole thing about the console was the convenience of just being able to slap in your game and play it. But now you've got like subscriptions and stuff, which Steam doesn't have. It's just
Yeah.
once you bought your game, so it's just like it outweighs itself now. It's just the convenience isn't there. I'm more of a Nintendo ignorer. I don't think I seriously cared for being Wahoo man since I was 10. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's fair enough.
I was
What did you
more.
think? Oh yeah,
No, you first, you first.
I was just gonna say, what did you think of the Nintendo Direct, whatever it was, recently? Be honest.
Are you talking to me or Cool Carp?
Both of you, if you like.
Well, I thought it was okay. I wasn't 100% pleased with every single game that they showed, but some were decent titles.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't think it was that bad. Like, a lot of people dunked on it, but it's like, yeah, like the titles are actually pretty good. Like, I knew Katamari was quite a cool idea, but yeah, I'm kind of with Cool Carp on this one, where like I haven't really given a shite about um like Mario and stuff since like back in the day. Um, like there are like Mario Kart's kind of fun to chuck on once in a while, but yeah, I'm never really, you're not going to get that feeling back of when you were a kid and you're like you first played Mario and stuff like that anymore. Like we're just old and jaded.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm about to be 23. I don't know about you.
23. Wow, you're just a friggin' youngin. Uh, I'm 37.
He
I'm
said it, folks.
37. You look like this. And everyone's like, "Oh, is that what he looks like?" Oh, okay, unsubscribed. And yeah, I got pop vinyls in the background. I don't collect all of them. I just
Uh,
collect the ones I want.
Cool Carp said, didn't bother watching it. I was busy wage slaving.
Yeah. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah. You didn't miss much then. I mean, it was good, but it's kind of like this is the kind of shit they should have been doing like years ago, um, back when people still cared.
But no, for me, no, I didn't get the Nintendo experience or, all the experience with the, brand new extravagant consoles when they came out. I was just more of a original Xbox child because that was all we had um, growing up. So yeah, I just, we had emulated games on there and stuff. It was really cool. But the thing that stuck out to me about the original Xbox is that literally it felt like something out of this world.
Yeah, I think it's because we oh, Blue Star's here. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, I think it's because we felt like we've seen games evolve through our time. Like we've seen it go from like blocky pixel old school, to polygon, low poly, I should say. Um, and yeah, we've seen it evolve. So everything felt exciting and new back then, whereas now it's just kind of like, like they've got the technology. Yeah, there's more polygons now, but it's like, are the games actually good? I don't know. Sort of, yeah, they had to use their imagination back then and make something that was, unique with the limited hardware that they had. But now it's just like they've got the hardware, they've got the beefy machines that can do it all, but it's like they've just something's lost. Something's really lost.
You know what else is lost?
What's that?
Well, this brings us to the next subject that kind of involves that. Um, People losing taste for original content. Uh, Another big problem in the gaming industry, in my opinion, is the fact that anytime that somebody comes up with something original, they have to compare it to something that already exists. And Pizza Tower is a good example of this. Like, ever since that came out, now anytime there's another game that's even maybe 1% similar, somebody's gonna say, "Oh, that's so Pizza Tower," or "Oh,
Oh,
that's so Wario, bro." Like, dude, no, Pizza Tower is inspired from Wario, but it's not the same.
it becomes a genre, huh? Are you the
Yeah,
same
so
guy
then,
I watched? You're the same guy I watched the other day playing Mario Kart Wii, I think. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, I needed to do that again. Sorry, I missed it. Like, I was gonna try and make it like a. I don't know. I never usually say I'm gonna do like weekly streams because that just sounds too intense. But yeah, I was supposed to do one the same time last week or this week, whatever. And I missed it. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do that again. So yeah, sorry, as you were, LR Artunis.
oh no, I don't mind. But yeah, like it's to the point that pretty much any time that something original actually does come out, it gets compared to something that already exists. Instead of people giving it a chance, and being like, "Oh wow, this is actually original and authentic and I love it for how it is." No. "Oh, a new game came out. It's Pizza Tower."
Yeah, it's like it becomes its own genre. It's just it's really weird. Um, I think that's a widespread online literacy problem. Oh,
That probably is the case.
it
I
could
just
be.
get so
Yeah,
tired of, seeing people work so hard on original content just for it to be compared to something that already exists. Or for, somebody to be put down over something that exists when it has nothing to do with it.
yeah. And be like, oh, that's that castle. Oh, what's it? Metroidvania is a genre now,
Yeah.
and and roguelike obviously it's always been sort of one, but I'm guilty of saying stuff like that too because I do like my roguelikes and I do like my Metroidvanias. Not like I don't play them obsessively or anything. I'm more of just a platformer gamer in general. I like the old school Mario. Like I grew up with like DOS games like Commander Keen and stuff, which are fantastic by the way. Uh, I love Nintendo a lot, but right now they kind of suck. Yeah. Did you just use the N word?
Did.
uh, uh, yeah, that's all right. I've used it like 4 times, and I mean Nintendo, of course. If you've not read the title of this video, uh, don't want the quartering making like a 30-minute video about us, how we destroyed our YouTube careers, even though we're not monetized.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, mainly because of the new CEO. Yeah, Doug Bowser. Of course, it has to be Bowser.
Bowser.
Everyone. Yeah. What are the freaking odds, eh? Like, does life imitate art or does art imitate life? I don't know. It's
Don't
pretty
be
funny.
sorry. We're just playing. Like, you can say
No,
Nintendo all you want.
we're just talking shit. We don't. Yeah, honestly, I've said it like 50 bajillion times already. Yeah, we're just sort of talking about that. Like at the start of the stream as well, like about how they've just made some really poor choices and they should listen to their fans. Pretty much the same crap that's regurgitated from other channels, but this is our own little pepper on it. Um, Yeah, and Nintendo kind of sucks at the moment because of the new CEO. Yeah, yeah, it really does.
Bowser.
Yeah, or Ugg Owser. I don't know. We'll just remove the first letter from his name as well, just for the hell of it. Um, Japanese CEO as well. Like, bro, is literally just the account of Nintendo because Satoru Iwata, the old CEO, passed away. Yeah, I know. Nintendo, to me, honestly, Nintendo died when he passed away.
Yeah,
That's
I
just my
100% agree.
opinion. Yeah, and Reggie left. Reggie left the Nintendo of America, and it's just like where's the company gone? That literally they were the staple that held it all together. You know, that's why
Yeah,
everything's so expensive, and why we have Switch 2, no new ideas. Yeah, yeah, that's there's no innovation. Like I thought, how cool would it be if they did like a Mario Kart, like a destruction racer? Like I honestly thought something like that would be in the pipe for like the new Mario Kart. Like instead of Mario Kart World, you get something like that. Where open world isn't open world racing games so much fun? Like I get there's a place for open world games, but racing games shouldn't really be one of them. In my opinion, of course, you might beg to differ. Um, in my opinion, they should have made Miyamoto the CEO. Yeah, they should have.
straight
Um,
up.
yeah, it's definitely been hijacked, and it is awful. It is just an awful, awful company, and they'll reap what they sow because people aren't going to support this sort of stuff. They'll probably make a few wins here and there, but nowhere near as much. If they keep screwing people over that actually support them still after all of this, there's gonna be problems.
Well, I think I've talked
But
to you about this the last time we called that
yeah,
they're raising the price on the Nintendo Switch now and the Nintendo Switch Lite.
that's the yeah, they're still raising the prices. See, that's kicking people when they're already down. Like they're losing faith, and you're like just pretty much pissing in their face. Like it's unbelievable that the boldness of their stupidity.
For
Um,
real.
I have no problem with the open world racing games. I just think Mario Kart World could have been a lot more because really the open world in that game is just a gimmick, nothing special. Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. I haven't played it, so I can't really judge it. So it's good to hear feedback from someone who's actually played it. Yeah, it did look quite. I got that from the trailer as well. I was just like, this looks very bare bones. Um, and free roam, you literally just explore and get stickers. Stickers don't even do anything and barely appear on the cart. Like, what is the point grinding the whole time just for stickers? Yeah, what kind
Yeah,
of an idiot
exactly
brought that
that.
idea up? Was that?
No, exactly that. Like what's the point in that if it's useless?
What kind of an idiot brought that up at the table, right? Like, hey guys, he got an idea for a. He just wipes the coke from under his nose. He's like, I got an idea for a Mario Kart game. How about we collect stickers? How about that?
Cool Carp says, "Isn't Miyamoto like 70 now? That's kind of like wanting Ron Paul to run for presidency in 2028."
Well, yeah, he's freaking old now. But like, I don't know. He seems to always look youthful. I don't know what it is about Miyamoto. It's that Nintendo magic, that childlike wonder within him makes him
He
like,
drinks
you know.
Mickey Mouse's blood to stay young.
Oh my god, that's dark.
Think about it. You think Walt Disney's dead?
Nintendo is basically turning into the Disney of video games right now
Literally.
in every single way. Well, he's the last hope. Yeah, yeah, he is. He's the only, and Sakurai as well. Sakurai's like pretty much carrying. He carried the Switch one at the end there with I felt like the console itself was weak without Smash Bros. Like I used to be a really big Smash Bros fan, like back in the N64 days, but I couldn't really get into the later ones. They're okay. It's just like the game just felt like, again, there was no sort of, there was no meat to it. It was just sort of very bare bones. Like, you've got all these characters, sure, but it's like, you know, you didn't. They should give us a little bit more than that. Like, there's what is the reason for me playing? I don't like doing online tournaments. I just kind of want to, yeah, I want something to be sort of more single player based, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, even though Smash Bros isn't a single player game, but you know what I mean. Like, I just sort of wanted to have a little bit more than what we got. Like, Smash Bros Melee at least had that really cool. Like, if they individualized the single player mode for each character and made it like the game that they're from, would be sweet. Like something like that. It would take a lot of work, sure, but yeah, just something like that would be really neat if you're going through different like worlds from the different characters. But nope, nope. Just beat up these characters here. Move on to the next one. Yawn. If there's a Switch 3, they're done. They're cooked. Yeah. Hey, they'll probably launch that next year now.
They so
Like,
cooked.
yeah. And we've got it. Yeah, they'll probably put a coin slot in it. So yeah, so you actually have to pay to turn the fucking thing on.
We're coming out with Switch the Third.
Yeah. Switch the Third. It's even more expensive than before. It's everything
It's
you
three
asked
times
for.
the price.
Yeah.
Blue Star says because there's already much better handhelds coming out, and there's more partner games, and everything on Switch 2, they need to do more exclusive, or nobody will. Oh, they need to do more exclusives, or nobody will buy. I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like, what are you doing with Kid Icarus? For God's sake, like, like that game should have been an easy like Switch port or just on the Switch somehow. Even if they come up with a whole new game, like, what are they doing?
Or do something new. But with the new CEO, that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't know. No, you mean innovate and actually come up with something fun and creative?
They
Yeah,
also
that's
said Switch 3, Joy-Cons not included.
yeah, it's hands free. It's a
That is
completely
the
hands
most
free.
original concept.
Yeah, it's a hands free
Cool Carp
console.
also says, Cool Carp says, the consumers swearing they're not gonna boycott Nintendo this time sold out in one day.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally,
That's
though.
oh,
Dude, literally,
so
that's exactly how it happened the day that it came out.
absolutely. I remember all these videos coming out of people going, "Oh, well, don't support the Switch 2, guys. Don't support it." And then they're like, "Well, I just got one, and just to see what it was like, just so I could make a video and try and like grift and shit." And yeah, it turned out it's a pile of fucking shit. It's like, yeah, you're not kidding. It's terrible.
Dude, even my boyfriend, the day that the Switch 2 came out, like, he was telling me how every single store where it was available was jam-packed with people in lines. Like, you couldn't even go grocery shopping.
Yeah, it makes me so depressed.
He
It
said he
really does.
said that Target was the worst.
That's yeah. They don't want to miss out on getting the next shiny thing, and it's just like, come on, guys, come on, you can do better than that.
Switch
Uh,
4, console
no,
not included, just a box. Paying £500 for a
the,
box.
the controller's just like that Nintendo Labo shit, you know, the cardboard.
Yeah.
Uh,
Which I think that
no,
was stupid also because they made it expensive as fuck given it's literally breakable cardboard.
I know. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. I was like, they are taking the piss, and that's why like Nintendo's Switch One has really left a bad taste in my mouth. There, like that's kind of like, to be honest, that's my most hated Nintendo console so far. Well, I haven't played a Switch 2, but I don't like what I see there either. That's all the new CEO can come up with. I swear that is the next thing.
I
Yeah,
like what
I
Cool
reckon
Carp
you're
said.
right. Switch 5 brain implant. Yeah.
Well, that's That's Elon Musk level shit.
Play the better games in your head. Yeah, that's actually a good point.
That is some fucking Elon Musk shit right there.
Yeah. Oh man, it's
Next thing you know, Elon Musk is gonna be the new CEO of Nintendo.
he's I was playing the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy on Wii last night. I was doing that. I've been going through the tiers, like the different tiers, like there's the challenges, and I did number 5 last night, and it was super hard. But there's that video coming out soon, and it was just like such a breath of fresh air to play a game that was actually good. Because I'm scrolling through the stores on like the PS5 and stuff like that, and I'm like, where's something fun? So yeah, it's pretty hard to find anything that's like has that same level of enjoyment.
I'd
They
have
went
to
to
agree when it. Oh, you first. You first. Sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna say they went to town with like the different modes in that game. Like there's one where you got to hold a skull for like as long as you can as you're like battling. It's kind of like Power Stone. So like you got to hold a skull for as long as you can, and like it was basically just like other players are trying to knock you out and take the skull, and it's really fun. There's another mode where you when you hit a player, it puts like a thing above their head, and there's a countdown, and basically if they don't hit another player, then they just get destroyed, and like so that's how they lose a life when the countdown hits 0. So it's a really fun mode. There's like capture the flag, like they went to absolute town, like, and you look at Smash Bros like Ultimate and stuff like that, and there's like nothing like that. And it's like, yeah, what you got coin battles? Yeah, it's just there's so much they could have added more to it. That more than just characters. I'd rather have less characters and more like game modes. But yeah, that's just me. I mean, we'll have the same amount of characters and more game modes. Hell, I don't care. Yeah,
No, I agree.
yeah. It's just it depresses me. Modern Nintendo depresses me.
I think it depresses everyone except for Nintendo scalpers.
Yeah, well, that's another thing too. I saw someone charging like 200 and something dollars for Mortal Kombat for the Sega Genesis or Sega,
What?
yeah, Mega Drive. Yeah, $200 for like Mortal Kombat 1. And I'm like, are you serious? And I laughed my ass off because they're releasing, I think Digital Eclipse are releasing this fucking, is it Digital Eclipse? They're releasing this compilation of like retro Mortal Kombat games on modern systems, and people are going to pay for that because of the convenience. You can play all 3 of them. I mean, I guess if you're emulating them, you don't really give a shit, which is fair enough. But like, you also get other content like the making of like behind the scenes of making the original Mortal Kombats and things like that, which you could probably just find on YouTube anyway. But yeah, it's I just thought it was quite cool, and it's kind of pissing in the face of these scalpers that are buying up all these retro games and trying to hock them off for a ridiculous amount of money.
Seriously.
Yeah, just the prices that people are charging for this shit is just ridiculous.
Like, no thanks. I'll just stick with the original Xbox, maybe mod it, and get some emulated games from there because I would rather that than to pay such an outrageous price to own like a physical copy of a game that is so old it's unreal.
What's your favorite original Xbox game?
Oh, I would have to say, like, of all the original Xbox games that I've played, I would have to say, Futurama the game, uh, and Capcom versus SNK 2.
Oh, cool. Oh, Psychonauts. That's one I haven't tried, but I've always wanted to give a go. That's
Also
awesome.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I love that one.
Yeah, that was great. I remember when that came out. This is how old I am. I remember when that was coming out. There's all these rumors around that, like, in the playground, like people we're like, oh, I remember this kid came up to me. He's like, oh, did you hear about like this new Grand Theft Auto? Like gonna have it so like the cops can like break into your house and stuff like that. And I was like, really? I was like, it sounded cool, but it was just a rumor, of course, at the time. And I was just like, yeah, it's crazy the kind of shit that people would say back then because they didn't know. But we were all very excited about the new Grand Theft Auto coming out.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Did you have any friends at your school or whatever that would just talk absolute shit? Like lie
No, I'm
about stuff that
homeschooled.
was dumb? You didn't?
James, I've been homeschooled my whole life.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, yeah, I had that, and there these like this kid would always like make up like he would say, "Oh, I've got an original Xbox," and it was a Xbox 360. That's right. When before that even came out, and he reckoned he had one, and so my friend and I were like, "Oh, we'll go around to your place then, you know, in that case, see what it's all about." Get round there, and he's like, "Oh, my brother's borrowing it." I'm like, sure, sure, he fucking is.
Cheer.
Yeah, and
In
there's
other
another,
words,
yeah,
in other words, we're sorry.
yeah, we're sorry, sorry. Yeah. There's another kid that was like, "Oh, I make swords." And then like my friend and I were like, "Oh, I guess we'll go around in that case as well." and, and he we get there and he's like just got 2 bits of wood like nailed to each other like a fucking cross, and I'm like, "Okay, well this blows." Yeah. And he reckoned
That
he
looks
had a
more like it looks more like a wood chipper, or like like a toy.
yeah. We pictured like these cool fucking anime swords, and like we get there and it's just like 2 fucking bits of wood nailed into each other. And then there was this. He's the same kid. He was basically like, "Oh, we've got a boat. Like, come have a lunch on the boat or whatever." I get there and it's like this tiny dinghy, and like I'm just like, "Oh." I sat there anyway, and like we just ate fucking. I can't remember what it was. It was pretty hilarious. Crazy how you say that. How I'm actually holding one of my homemade swords that I built. Oh, I bet it's 10 billion times better than the shit that
I'm
dude
sure.
made.
I'm sure it's not like a chipped piece of wood hammered onto another piece of wood. And if it was, I'm pretty sure it would be way better than what he's describing.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. But yeah, these kids would just make up absolute shit. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's kind of like just trying to fit in type thing. But it's like you don't have to like we'll accept you for how you are. Just don't like you don't have to try and be cool. You know, don't try and act cool. Like we're not cool. Like just be yourself. Basically, that's the moral of the story.
And while I haven't gone to public school, well, I have, like when I was very, very, young, toddler age, uh,
Hmm.
I was put into school in Mexico, but not for too long because the teachers were irresponsible and basically didn't teach us anything. So, yeah, homeschool was the choice.
That's man, that sounds just like every school ever. Like, sure, I was taught. They've just recently changed the curriculum again. They did it when I was in high school, and it was called. They changed it from school certificate to NCEA, which is I don't know what the fuck that stands for, but basically, like instead of having one big exam at the end of the year, you would have like all these different exams, and it was just absolutely stressful. I couldn't even tell you what NCEA was all about because I actually asked the teacher at the time, and you know what they said to me? I don't
What did
know.
they say?
They said
What?
I don't know. They said I don't know. I actually asked the teacher, and they didn't know about any of it either. So it's just like this is the kind of shit. Yeah, like we're just guinea pigs, right? Like they keep
You know,
introducing this stuff.
when we were put into public school for the first time, like in Mexico, the one I'm just telling you about, you know
Yes.
what they taught?
What's that?
Well, you see, for one thing, to get all the kids to shut up in the classroom, they would give them candy. Okay, like,
What?
yeah, I'm not joking. Like, If a kid was throwing a fit, and this wasn't kindergarten, by the way, there's a difference. This was
Yeah.
literal public school, okay? If kids were throwing a fit or, not shutting the fuck up, the teacher would literally have this big bag of candy ready to give students to shut up.
Then you got kids on sugar highs. Like, what the hell?
For real. And then
That's
the teacher would come up to me while the other kids are like fucking around and not even learning, by the way. The teacher would come up to me, tell me to open my book, and she said, write circles on this page until it's full of them.
what the fuck?
I am not joking. She got me to write nothing but circles in every square until there was no more squares to write in. Like, that's what they teach you over there. I'm not joking. I'm like, what
Oh,
is the point of what you're making me do? Because
yeah.
there's nothing beneficial to this. Like, what am I getting from writing circles on a paper?
Yeah, education. That's terrible. Oh, it's just it blows your mind. Like whenever they have like the education system, like I said, they've changed it here again. It's just like they think they're new and like in a no, they think they're new and like they're coming up with these new ideas or whatever, and they're basically just like same recycled shitty ideas going around and around and around. So you know what the true horror is, kids? Nothing ever changes.
Straight
It
up.
just keeps coming back around. And yeah, things might be shitty right now, but it'll come back around again and things will get better. And then they'll get shitty again. So yeah, don't fret. Just live in your own little world of fun and happiness, basically. Obviously, don't be afraid to peek and have a look every once in a while to be like, to observe what's going on around you, but don't get too invested in it. That's all I gotta say.
No, straight up. Straight up
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah. Oh man. I remember there was this did you have I was gonna what was I gonna say? Fuck, I can't remember. I was
Take
just
your
gonna
time.
say there was this kid we had this sorry, we had this music teacher that was like, he was getting that fed up with the students that he was like, anyone that wants to learn go on this side of the class, and anyone that doesn't want to learn go on this side of the class. And it's like I can understand how a teacher could get that angry, but it's sort of like, you're blowing your professionalism. Teachers, when a kid doesn't want to sit still for 6 hours. Yeah, yeah,
Literally, dude. Now picture
uh,
that, but with candy.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty much nowadays. I'd probably just give them pills. They actually probably would.
I heard they do in the United States.
Are you serious?
Yeah, literally, they give uh kids with autism and ADHD, like if they're not paying attention in class, I heard that they like get prescribed medications that basically make them zombies.
Wow, that is. Can they legally
It's
actually do
really
that?
sad too because obviously if a kid has a condition that they can't help, like why would you even have that cross your mind? Like, oh, it's okay, we'll just you know put this pill inside of them and
What?
make them less energetic and they'll basically just sit there numb, not knowing what the fuck, not even learning, I bet, just because some teacher thinks they're too energetic.
What the fuck? Honestly, sorry. Is this the first time I've ever heard of this? Like,
I'm surprised, dude. I figured you knew.
nah, man. Like, I live in the bottom of the damn globe in the southern hemisphere. We don't know shit down here.
Dude, even the kids
Um,
that they put on depression meds, like, just because they're not, acting the way that they should in certain classes or whatever, like, if a kid is less social, then they're automatically diagnosed with like depression or some kind of bullshit like that. And then that's when they get forced to, do things like go to therapy or get prescribed medications that fuck them up. And it's really sad. And
wow.
some of those kids, their lives get ruined because of that.
Absolutely. Like, what are the long term effects of that? This will not have disastrous consequences on the developing system. Yeah, exactly, man. Like, oh, I was put on antidepressants before I was diagnosed with autism later on in life. And yeah, they put me on antidepressants and those really fucked me up. Like, I was getting to a point where I was like getting like brain tics, which is like a burst of energy all of a sudden. Like it was really horrible. It's hard to explain. And then like when I was coming off of them, man, like I was getting like all these horrible images of like when I shut my eyes of like skulls with maggots in them and stuff like that, and like rotting carcasses and stuff like that. I know I sound like an absolute nutcase. Don't be afraid, I'm not like that anymore. But yeah, like it was really fucking with me. And my sister went through the same thing because they put her on them as well. At this stage, they were just hanging them out like fucking candy. And yeah, and I know I'm not the only one that's gone through it. So, and I honestly, I'm not going to say the words, but I'll try and hint at it. I never thought about um, unaliving
Just say
myself,
unexisting, unexisting.
unexisting until I was on those pills. In all honesty, and it's just like if you're feeling depressed or whatever, all you need is usually someone to just fucking listen. Why don't why don't they prescribe someone with that first and foremost instead of mind altering drugs? I
Oh,
don't
but
know.
you see,
Just throwing it
James,
out there.
you see, in America, that's what therapists are for. But you know what the therapists are gonna do when you open up? They're just gonna prescribe pills.
Yeah,
So you can talk all you want, but in the end, you're still gonna have to have medicine.
it's actually a fucking conspiracy. I've had like problems with my diet and stuff recently, and like I was getting like fast heart rate and stuff like that. And because my dad died of heart disease when I was 9 months old, he was the age I am now, 37. They've been trying to watch over me like a hawk and try and give me statins, which is to lower my cholesterol. And they swear black and blue they want me on this medication, and they're like, "Oh, we really think you should be on it." And I'm like, "No, dude, I don't want to go on it because I know if I do, I'll fucking die." Because I just got that gut feeling. And yeah, they were basically just really trying to ram it down my throat, and actually, I would go to the nurse. The nurse would suggest it, and then I'd go back to the doctor again. The doctor's like, "Well, we really think you should," and then like they would go back and forth. It's like they were talking to each other. I know it sounds like an absolute schizo at this point, but like it's just like they were sort of almost conspiring to fucking get me on these pills. It was real whacked. Promise, trust. Yeah, that's it. Trust the medical system. It's not like they're just there to do a job or anything and
No,
like
yeah,
make
for
money
real.
off you, bro. What? Yeah, man. It was awful. It's I don't wish that upon anybody,
I
but
don't either. I'm sorry, but like, I just think that there's a better way. You know, I think that there's a fine line, uh, to cross when
so
it
right,
comes
buddy.
to stuff like medications. Uh, like, okay, for example, there's some medications that are prescribed, you know, for stuff like schizophrenia and stuff, for example, or say a painkiller. But
Yeah,
there's stuff like opioids and even some medicines that literally have death in the description, and yet they give it to people anyway. And I'm just like, okay, so let me get this straight. You're gonna give somebody this painkiller that has the possibility of somebody going to sleep and possibly never waking up again, or something
yeah,
even remotely similar to that. Like, you're gonna give somebody that kind of medicine, bro?
yeah. It's unbelievable. Like that omeprazole shit that I was on to lower my stomach acid. I've been dealing with like acid reflux for like 13 fucking years, and they put me on omeprazole, which is supposed to lower my stomach acid. And then it turned out I just have a gluten intolerance, which sucks. I hate it because I love burgers, I love pizza, I love all that shit, and I've got to eat. Like I always said, if I have to, if I have to sit in the corner and eat a salad for the rest of my life, because this is what I talked about with, dad dying of heart disease and stuff like that. I don't want to have to change my diet, but now I'm forced to because of the gluten intolerance. I said that like if I had to sit in the corner and eat a salad, I'd be fucking depressed. But hey, here, this is where I'm at right now. Um, no, that's common sense. I'd say all you got to do is follow the money, and you'll find out who profits from this the most. And also, Yeah, that's all right, Blue Star. It's yeah, yeah, it's okay. And
Uh,
skinny.
Nigeria. That's
Nigeria.
it. Get out of here. Just kidding.
That's
Just
it. You
kidding.
said that's it. Get out. Are we talking about the medically induced illness system? Yeah, pretty much the
Yes.
money for health problem system. Yeah, you buy a health problem. That's basically what it is. You didn't have any issues
And
going
see,
in there. You
you
do now.
explaining, the situation with the acid reflux and all, like, if the doctors would have done their job instead of being like, okay, well, I'm not gonna ask you questions about your diet or anything. I tell you what, like, I'm just gonna give this to you, uh, and if it doesn't work, then come back and I'll give you another one that's stronger or makes you feel worse. Okay?
I paid $300 to go to a stomach specialist. The guy who's pretty much it's his thing, right? I paid $300 to go see him just to sit in the room with the guy, and he didn't even look at my stomach. He's just like, well, here's the medical procedures we can do for you. I'm like, okay. And the first one, he literally said, he'd take my intestine and wrap it around my esophagus. He said, but that it'll stop the acid from coming up your throat. It didn't even ask about my diet. Just said we can take your intestine and wrap it around your esophagus, but the only downfall of that is that you won't be able to vomit. So if you eat food and you need to reject it, you'll pretty much just fucking die. Well, he didn't say that, but like he's just like you won't be able to vomit. And I'm just like, my brain is still trying to process this. And he's like, and the next procedure we can do is blah, blah, blah. And everything just went fucking static then. Because I was just like, you're going to wrap my intestine around my esophagus? Are you kidding me?
Now think about this, right? If you weren't to find out that had to have gluten-free products before that, imagine if you went through that procedure only to, later find out that it was because, you couldn't tolerate gluten and you literally basically not only wasted money, but they wasted your time making you believe it, that was the way to solve the problem when there was a whole nother way, because they didn't take the time to ask you, like, hey, what have you been eating? Do you exercise?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And imagine like the like fallout from that. It'd be like, yeah, that's a German necktie. Yeah, it pretty much is. They basically imagine the fallout from that. It'd be like, oh, I'd be on medication for the rest of my life because my guts has literally been moved around my esophagus, and like, what the fuck? Like, we're just like guinea pigs to these people. It's disgusting. Like, ugh.
It's just sad. And then some doctors, like some of the doctors that I've been to here where I live now, you go in, right? It's not a fancy office or anything. The last one that I went to was just basically an empty room with a desk and a chair and a computer, right?
Yeah,
This lady was supposed to be a doctor. And
yeah.
then at that time I was really sick. Like I mean like really sick to the point, dude, that like every time I coughed, and I think I told you this, every time I coughed I was going to faint.
That's
And
right.
and so we went there. She got me to sit down. She's like, "So what's wrong?" I said, "Uh, I'm extremely sick." Then she lifts my hair up, right? She lifts my hair up. She says, "Don't
Yeah.
move." She puts her hand behind my back for less than a second and then tells me to put my hair back. She's like, "How old are you?" I said 20, 21, because yeah, my birthday didn't even pass at that time yet. So I was 21. And she starts writing on a paper, and then she tells me to take my weight. I had to get on the scale thing. She measures me, she tells me to sit back down, and then, not even taking the time to look through or ask me any more questions, she gave me like these little blue pills called something XL, and basically they didn't do anything. Like I came home, I took one, and it didn't do jack shit.
The fuck? Just sugar
She,
pills, basically.
it was basically nothing. Like she didn't take the time to be like, okay, how long has this been happening? Like, do you feel any more symptoms? How is your breathing? She didn't, dude, she did not even check my heart. If that tells you anything.
That does, yeah. That's shocking. Like the basic medical procedure that you would do, like they used to do all that back in the 90s. Like I know a lot of people talk up the 90s and stuff, but honestly, they had this shit sorted back then. Like you could go there, everyone knew their job, and they would actually do a thorough job to sort of like see if you're all right. They'd give you a good checkup, and it's just like why have we got so off the mark from that now? Like I don't understand. I have stomach issues. The meds didn't do much. Yeah, but I cut down on my coffee and acid intake. Yeah, that's a good idea. Um, I tell you what's really good for acid reflux is coconut water, and apparently peppermint tea as well. It just stops the bloating of your stomach, and it stops the or just it settles your stomach. It's pretty good. I'm better now. No fucking thanks to them. Yeah. It's
You just got my respect, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you've got to treat yourself. Isn't that terrible? What are we paying these assholes for? It's the same with like government as well. Don't even get me
With
started
their
on that
quote
shit.
unquote, we pay them for their quote unquote professional opinion.
I don't need to pay someone for their opinion. I got one my fucking self.
No, but
It's
that's
mostly
basically what it is. Like,
yeah,
basically, all you're paying them for is an opinion just because they have a certified paper for it.
yeah. It's ridiculous because no one knows your body better than you. But like, it's sort of like you'd hope that they would have some advice to give about how to treat this stuff, but they just don't. It's mostly about what you ingest. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, Same with losing weight. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, that's the biggest issue. We're all eating poison. Yeah, we are. Like, I don't know. I think we have like our tap water is just disgusting. Like we're supposed to have like the most freshest. We live on the south, so it's like water coming from the Alps and stuff like that. But it's just yeah. Don't drink tap water. Basically, I heard in the states that you guys' tap water is pretty bad as well. Like
I,
it's just disgusting.
uh, I don't want to assume that this is 100% facts, but I heard that they put mercury in American water.
It would not surprise me. Like, how the fuck? What doesn't this affect these assholes? Like, at some point, the shit that they're putting in the sky, dropping from airplanes, which I just heard one go over the house just now, um, and the stuff that they're putting like in our water and stuff like that, that has to have effect on them or their families. It can't all just be, I don't understand who would even do that. I don't see the practicality of any of that shit.
I agree.
Yep, yep. The slop keeps on slopping. That's a good way of putting it. Um, yep, that's pretty gross.
We got a lot of
God
messages in the
knows.
chat.
God knows. Yeah, I was just trying to catch up with them all. Yeah, God knows what we're ingesting, man. A lot of acid problems are also caused by stress too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like anxiety and that. When I exercise, I get it as well. It's not fun. I enjoy coconut water. Yeah, yeah, me too. It's really good. I've got a bottle of it in the fridge. Just go to it every now and then. I'm a little bit better now. I switched to this gluten-free diet, but I was getting it pretty bad last night. I feel like I got glutened last night um, by accident. I had beans on toast, and yeah, it was. I wasn't feeling too great afterwards, so maybe there's something in the sauce. I don't know. I think mine are caused by that and anxiety. Yeah, yeah, but it's kind of like what's giving you the anxiety too. Like, are they putting something in our food or our water that's like making you more inclined to being anxious? Like, were you like this before, or have you always been like this, or is it just in recent years as you've gotten older you seem a lot more anxious? I don't know.
That's what I'm
These are all
trying to
the
figure out.
questions. Yeah, and it's weird how we're all having the same fucking problems. Now, I don't remember hearing about my granddad having fucking acid reflux problems, like to the point where, yeah, I don't see it. And why is there an increase in like, and all these kinds of issues, health issues? I don't understand. Why is gluten free a thing now? It used to just be one in a a million chance. Now it's like just about quite a few people are now. Massive increases. It is refreshing to me. Yeah, it is. It's delicious. Um, aloe juice is good too. I don't know. I haven't tried that.
We have some of
Um,
that here.
what is it like exactly?
Uh, it's exactly how he's describing it. It's pulpy, but it's good. I love it cold with ice.
Mm, yeah, I
Uh,
have to look.
you can also get like the packages of it just to like make it at home, so that instead of like buying it at the grocery store like pre-made, you can just make it at home.
Oh, cool. That's ideal. Is it quite sweet or?
It's sweet. Uh, I like put. I don't know about anyone else, but I also like putting lemon on mine because it just makes the flavor even better. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's sweet and pulpy. It's good.
yum. Where my mom lives in, is it Goatia? Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Mississippi, I guess. Um, the tap water is piss yellow. Oh, what the fuck?
Wow,
Oh man.
that's
And
crazy.
so, it does the council get held to account for any of this? Like what the fuck are you paying them for? Like,
Damn.
oh man, that's disgusting. Stinks too. Oh yeah, God knows what the fuck.
Oh,
So even boiling the water is like out of the question there, right? Like it's yeah, it's oh man, that's just so gross. Yummy estrogen and poison in my water. Yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's ain't that the fucking truth? That's God knows what this is doing to us long term. Like, and then we'll like if we have kids or whatever, then they'll have the same fucking health problems inherited by us because yeah, it's uh just creating a chain reaction of just fuck ups. Um, it's a lot of things, but a lot of it is not investing in new infrastructure. Oh, I see. So they're just using like rusty ass pipes that are like probably got dead raccoons in them and shit. That's fucking gross, man. Um, I was getting upset talking to my mom saying if we didn't waste money on bombs and war, we could have dope ass bullet trains, horse and blackjack. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, you should get a say where your money goes too. Like, I feel like if people actually had a choice and could see like where their tax goes, for instance, it'd be quite good if you can like put it to like health and like family or something or infrastructure or yeah, like I don't know. It'd be just cool to see where that money goes, but it's sort of like you're just throwing it and leaving caution to the fucking wind, and it's just like you're trusting that these people are actually going to be doing stuff for the town or whatever, and they're literally spending it on getting an elevator in their house. That's what happened with our council. um, I saw we just opened a new FBI office in New Zealand. Yeah, I don't know what to think of that. I'm very skeptical. Um, because yeah, the FBI are guilty of a lot of stuff um, as well, like dodgy dealings and things like that. But at the same time, I do hope they kind of expose the corruption of New Zealand government. And it sounds like they're supposed to be the reason the media here are saying they're involved in New Zealand is that they are here to like pretty much fight against China to stop them from taking over the Pacific Islands. But I think there's more to it than that, and I think that they're basically um, here to. I mean, I'm hoping that they're here to rip apart our parliament and expose the corruption. And but then again, if they are the corruption, then we don't have a snowball's chance in hell. I think we're all fucked, and it's probably just a. In all honesty, the truth is probably just global monitoring of what we're all doing on the internet and what we're talking about. Um, so yeah, that's probably what it's really about. Sort of seeing if we're saying anything bad about government, and if we do, knock knock. I've had that happen before too.
Oh
I,
yeah, the Facebook incident.
yeah, I did a Jacinda Ardern meme. I believe it was one of the first. Um, and yeah, got a knock at the door by a couple of cops, and then about a month later, an actual detective showed up at my house, wanted to know all about my political views. Isn't that thoughtful of them?
How
Never
thoughtful,
had,
man. They were just,
never,
they just wanted to hear what you think.
never
Isn't
had
that a
that
good
before.
thing?
Yeah, we're just like a couple of old ladies having a cup of tea and having a good old gossip. Fuck's sake. Um, yeah, so that was creepy. But yeah, they ended up leaving me alone after a
You
while,
have a lot of
and
messages in the chat.
yeah, we're getting through them. I'm all for that, except for the whores. Yeah, yeah, fair enough too.
Gaucher.
Go Shay. I'm not a horror fan myself. Nothing against it. It's a fucking living, I guess, for some people. But yeah, I wouldn't go around hiring them or anything.
Me neither.
Bro, our government doesn't fucking care. Laugh at that. Yeah, yeah, I know. So it's like, why is this guy like coming to New Zealand? It's all kinds of shady as fuck. I only really ever have tap water if I'm gonna drink squash or something. Oh yeah. So if you just like very on the rare occasion, I just want to see tax dollars invested back into America. Yeah. Yep. Again, like they don't fucking care though, do they? Our voices, we don't have a voice. That's the thing of this whole like vote left and right bullshit. This is the kind of grift that they're trying to get you to fall for. And it's like, if your opinion really mattered, would your country be in as shitty a condition as it is now? Because ours sure wouldn't be. Like New Zealand's like, and it's just ironic that every country is in the same fucking shitty state. Like it's there's nowhere that's untouched by this crap. It's like I can't even. I'm priced out of the rental market now. I can't even rent a fucking house because it's like, or a flat because yeah, I just can't afford it. That everything's just gone way too up high. These people that these politicians like they own like 6 houses and they're renting them out to people. So there's a massive conflict of interest right there. Um, 5 more trillion to Israel. Oh, dude, the FBI is the corruption. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why it unnerves me that they're here. Um, the FBI is just Stasi or secret police. Yeah, which makes me concerned that they might be, you know, there to just help with the censorship. Really,
FBI are
FBI.
merely hiding and protecting the truth from us. Straight up, dude. Straight up.
Yeah, too busy organizing false flags and protecting pedos. Yeah, yeah, yep, yeah. I hear that. I hear that.
Literally
That's
the only S trafficking rings get busted. It's just the local authorities. Damn.
yeah. They need a fall guy, right? That's what usually happens. They usually get one person. Like we just had a cop actually, who's the head of our police department. Just got found guilty of underage stuff and um, animals as well. They found on his work computer, which is just fucking sick. And so, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there. I'm hoping he's going to go to prison, but he won't. He'll get like a slap on the wrist. He'll probably be isolated in his own little area, not with the hardened criminals that would beat the absolute shit out of him. And he'll get away with it. Basically, tap on the wrist, and it just makes me very. It's kind of like, and then now this FBI dude showed up, and it's kind of like, yeah, coincidence, bit of quinky dink, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Um,
Skinny also said that's who got the Epstein. It was the sheriff department, not the feds. They never bust these orgs. Sorry, they never bust these big orgs.
yeah, no, they wouldn't. No, they're all cushy cush. Like, yeah, there's no way. Like, it fucks you off. None of it gets broken apart. It all just keeps going round and round. Like I said earlier, with everything. They are the puppets of bigger puppet masters. Yeah, That's right. Yep, it's like an inception of and isn't that just like pure evil? Like, if, how come like us good folks can't all rile up together and do something about this? But yet, like that's what makes me think there's such thing as pure evil in this world because, um, and I'm talking of the supernatural order because like, any human cannot organize to fight against this. This seems to be like people conspiring against, the goodness of humanity in the most evilest fucking ways, and yet they all get to they all seem to be able to pull it off. Like I don't know, it just seems really weird to me. Like it's almost like a supernatural element to it, and that's really creepy. And so yeah, we're in hell, guys. We're in hell. Like this is fucking it. Uh, Nintendo, yeah. Hey, Henny God, how you doing? Trump's going to pardon Slick Jimmy next. Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, I'm hoping people have woken up to the whole left right thing. It's all bullshit. Like,
Oh my god, what he said next is so. Oh my god.
but
Someone asked him to release the files, but all he heard was release the files.
okay,
For
that'd be
real.
funny. That'd be funny if it wasn't so fucking tragic. Yeah. Uh, they say the devil rules the earth. Yep, absolutely, man. I really believe that too. Um, and the whole idea of us in this experience is to not let the shitty events in your life turn you into a shitty person. And that's, uh, it can be hard sometimes because yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens to us and it makes us better. But yeah, we just got to keep on trucking. Revelations 2:9. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, it's definitely there's definitely something more to this life than what we see on the surface. I think that's just my opinion. It just seems like I said, it's very weird how like evil can all bound together and cooperate on a level that just us regular people that are just trying to live our lives without any of this crap.
And sometimes that's why I avoid the news. Like, I do, I am still aware of what's going on and stuff, but I don't watch the news every single day because I'm already having to deal with, like, you know, knowing that there's certain things going on around me, like, neighborhood wise and stuff. Like, you got the stress of, oh, we could go to war, or, oh, we're under tsunami warning, oh, somebody just died over here, this and that. Like, all that combined with, you know, even more stress from the news over exaggerating shit and all that. I just, it gets to a point where, like, it, you don't need all that. Like, you don't need all that extra stress piled up. Just
Absolutely, yeah,
be aware, but don't let it get to the point where it's like, oh god, okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna get out of my house. Wait, but then if I stay in my house, then what if this tsunami like hits it and all that? Just don't even do that to yourself. Like,
yeah.
just
And
enjoy life.
before you know it, you're creating this little world of all the drama that they're spitting at you, and you're living in that world that they've created for you instead of looking beyond that and looking at the living in the moment, looking at the hills, looking at the sky, being like, "Am I okay right now? Am I living? Do I have food that I can just grab and eat and do what I like to do?" Instead, we're living in this what if scenario, and it's not healthy. It really isn't. Um, where are we at here with the oh yeah oh yeah the synagogue of Satan rules over us. Yeah, yeah. That's the creepy thing about it. There's definitely more to this life than meets the eye. Um, our spiritual experiences would be like a kind of an interesting conversation if you guys are into that. Uh, I've got no grounds to lie about what I've experienced with things. So yeah, let me know if you guys like want to talk about something like that. Facts above. Yep, damn right. The news can be depressing. I feel compelled to keep up because ignoring it is how our patients and their patients got us here. Yep.
Well, yes, yes. I'm
Oh,
not
sorry,
saying that.
their parents. Sorry.
I'm not saying that like we should ignore, or not acknowledge what's going on around us. But you know, I just think it's okay to be aware and sometimes accept that for one thing, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop things like tsunamis from happening or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sad that people get killed and stuff, and we are aware of that, but we can't let it take control of our lives, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. I see both sides. It's sort of like you can be aware of it, but don't like obsess over it type thing. I think we're both like seeing the same thing here. Like I think we're all seeing it. Um, is that we're sort of yeah, you can be aware of it, but don't obsess. And that's like it's kind of I see why Skinny's keeping up with it too, but I also I don't want to I don't want to like invest in that shit too much. You know what I mean? Um,
What 10 household cleaners may be killing you? Find out tonight at 10.
yeah. And in other news, 10 ways to have strawberries. It's just like what? uh, Fear mongering at its best. Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely. That's all
that's
it is.
exactly that. That's my point. Like, fear mongering. Like, don't let them do that to you.
Yep, that's exactly it. Like it's kind of like yeah, here's my ugly mug again. Feel free to unsubscribe just for that. It's kind of like you're in this here, like this is the world they're creating for you, but then here's everywhere fucking else, and like this is the hurt, the pain, the will I be able to afford groceries this week? Will I you know what if there's power cuts? What if all this? If there's a tsunami, But look, it's as simple as instead of looking at that, looking fucking everywhere else and just being like, I can see the trees, the hills, I can get food this week, I can, it really is about living in the moment more and less about like, and saying that it's good to be aware of stuff, but
Yes.
you don't want to obsess over it and be like, because otherwise you do end up just living in this, and that's not healthy.
Straight up, it's not healthy for you physically and emotionally. And I can say that I've been through that shit. Literally not even too long ago. I've legit been through that shit, and that's why I feel the need to express that, because it's literally just fear mongering. Like, you can't just let society do that to you. You just gotta, you know, still be aware, but don't let it be the reason you're not happy or, so stressed out to the point that you feel like you can't even walk out of your house.
Yeah, absolutely. Like like here's the thing you could do. Like write everything that's bothering you on a piece of paper, everything about the world that's pissing you off or bothering you or making you feel uncomfortable. I wrote food that I could eat because I'm gluten intolerant on here, but it's not much of a list. But basically, yeah, and then look at it and then look above the page, look around it, be like, yeah, this is maybe it's not so bad because like right here right now I can see everything that's around me and am I safe right now? Is there anything in the room that's actually bothering me right now, apart from this page that I wrote all this horrific shit on? So yeah, just do that. Maybe that'll help. It's I know you can. It's kind of a state of mind if you keep reminding yourself of shit that's horrific that you can't do shit about. Of course, you're gonna feel like shit, you know. Um, but yeah, it's just what's that? Oh yeah, everything used to cause cancer, but now that everything causes cancer, nothing causes cancer. Yeah, it's it's funny how things change, isn't it? Well, they do, but then they kind of go back to being the fucking same. Anyone remember those weird scares like chocolate causing cancer and then coffee? Yeah, I remember my great uncle was terrified of eggs. He was like, "Don't have too many of them; they cause cancer. I only have one, like one boiled egg, and once a week, and not even that, just like every 2 weeks, just have a boiled egg." And that's the kind of shit they're telling. He was. It's a very old man. He's no longer with us, but Yeah, he was a cool guy, and yeah, he was terrified because of what they were drumming into them.
Dude, they say the same thing about ramen noodles. Like, oh, be careful with the amount of ramen noodles that you consume because they carry the flavor carries stuff that could potentially give you cancer.
Mm, it's fucking unbelievable. You'd be constantly living in fear, and that's exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Again, and it's like, why am I taking advice from these people? They've never been right about a single thing, like once. I find it funny that the baby boomers couldn't see through any of this. It was all in plain sight. Yeah, well, this is what social engineering has done. This is another thing too. Like a lot of people hold stuff against like the youth that they do because that's what they've been taught, um, and because they've been brought up a certain way, and they were gaslit into working and stuff like that as well. They were told that they were actual fucking failures if they didn't do their 9 till 5s. They were gaslit into that sort of shit too, and slaving their asses off. So in many ways, I actually feel sorry for them, because yeah, this is just another like divide that society has created. Like the whole just like the whole gay versus straight thing, the black versus white thing. It's old versus young. It's just another
Oh, and
thing that they're
now
trying.
now to pile on top of that, male versus female.
Oh, absolutely. That's always been another one. Like the whole feminist thing, and then like the male chauvinist thing. Like it's always throughout history, it's always been there, and it's again nothing ever fucking changes. Maybe I should change the name of the stream to that, but I still think don't say the n words. Hilarious. Okay. Um,
Well, yeah,
yeah.
it's misleading.
So yeah, a lot of people talk shit about millennials, and then the boomers will do that, and then people will talk shit about boomers, and it's just kind of like we're all where we're at because we've all been socially engineered to think that way, and it's always the same people that are guilty of making us think this way, but they always seem to be able to slip behind the scenes. Throughout history, we've never I mean, the smart ones blame government, but the ones that like they don't know any better usually just go, oh, it's the gay's fault, oh, it's the straight guy's fault, oh, it's the male's fault, it's the female's fault, or the boomer's fault, whatever. It's just we're always being gaslit into focusing and targeting low hanging fruit that are just trying to struggle through life just like us, and it's just something to be aware of. Um, just my opinion anyway. I'm not claiming that I fucking know everything or anything. It's the people that claim that they do know everything that you got to be aware of. Okay.
For
Um,
real.
yeah. People that think they do have all of life's answers. If anything, I'm 37. If anything, I've learned that I don't know shit. Okay. I don't know shit about how life works. I don't know shit about the supernatural side of things either. All I can go by is my own experiences, just like you can only go by yours. Um, was always something new every week. Yeah, it always was in the media. It's like, oh, it's just ridiculous. Um, yeah, we should probably wrap things up soon. Actually, it's getting a little bit. Yeah, we're getting on a bit. Man, time's gone so fast.
I will try to read speed. Sorry, I will try to speed read all the comments if you want.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
The selfish generation.
Oh,
I was
where's that
only
one?
subbed because I thought you were.
What's that?
You
Oh,
can read that one.
oh okay.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
I'm unsubbing. JK. I thought he was Hawaiian this whole time.
Oh,
Wow.
no, I'm just a boring New Zealander. Yeah.
Uh,
Um,
Skinny responded to when you were talking about writing down what you feel and stuff. He said, "That's be a novel. I'd never stop writing, and it would be my number one bestseller on Amazon. Skinny hates everything."
yeah, yeah. And then don't forget to look beyond the paper and everything else and be like, yeah, this shit's not too bad. But yeah, I get it. I get things. We do get wrapped up. Like we all get pulled into this fucking little world of what's of fear and anger and like, yeah, I was really rotten like when it came to focusing on that sort of shit.
Let's see. I
Uh,
also think that YouTube just filtered one of the messages I sent about public TV being a propaganda cube and people being unexisting enough to let it run.
oh yeah, that's a really intelligent thing to say, and of course, YouTube trying to dumb people down, just like TikTok and all that shit. They don't want you saying that stuff. Yeah, I 100% agree with you there. Um,
Uh, let's see. Hard to believe this came from talking about non-tender or something, but derailed into politics. I wouldn't really call it political, I guess. I mean, yeah, I try to stay away from that, but like I really don't think that it was that political, like, because if that was the case, I mean, we would have been talking about shit like, I don't know, oh,
oh,
this and that about Trump. Like, yeah, he's a good guy.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of like next tier. I get it though. It's kind of like next tier fucking political stuff. Yeah, I normally don't really cover that on this channel, but
Let's see.
because a lot of people grift with it, but I don't. I just say my opinion. If something like everything is kind of political when you think about it, which sucks. It's going to come up at some point, but
True.
yeah,
But we're not so into it that it's like, well,
yeah.
get into a fight with somebody or whatever. It's just like we have our own opinions and we can agree
Oh,
to disagree and still have a conversation.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh you've got an
Yeah.
opinion. No, just kidding. Okay, I was
Let's
just
see. Their fault was their inaction. Uh, Everything was handed to them. What time is it for y'all? I'm probably gonna head off my. Wait. The comments are like starting to scroll up a little bit. Uh,
oh
Probably gonna head off myself now because it's 1 a.m. for me. I am from the UK, and I need to wake up at a good time so I can do everything I need to do. All right. Well, it was good to see you.
yeah. Take care, Blue Star. Thanks for jumping on, and yeah, take care. It's a fucking mad world out there. that
Cool Carp said
that's
it's 2 a.m.
2 a.m. Oh,
Skinny said it's 5:03. Uh, Cuz Murica,
Morocco,
uh,
Central
Central
Europe.
Europe, and then. But I guess I will see you soon. I hope you have a good rest of the stream and take care, y'all.
Yeah, you take care too, and we'll wrap this up pretty much now. Yeah, and yeah, I guess you could say it's not really a political like thing. It's more like just observing shit. um, only we see the sun. Have a good one. Yeah, catch you later. And so yeah, we'll wrap this up now. If you have any closing words, LR Artunist?
Um, Stay positive even when it seems like everything's gone to shit because that's what most of the world wants is for you to crumble emotionally and physically. Just wake
Yep,
up every day and keep being a good person. That's what I have to say.
yep. No matter how freaking like hard it gets out there. Yay! See ya, man. Yeah, that mine's basically the same thing. Like, don't let shitty events in your life turn you into a shitty person. And yeah, this is like kind of like our what when we talk about stuff at the end of like cartoons where they had like morals and stuff at the end. It's kind of like that, but we do that on
Yeah.
stream. And remember, Billy, if you find a packet of cigarettes, don't smoke them.
Okay.
you,
Smokes them
you
with his
smoke
nose.
you smoke the whole packet. You hear me? Anyway, yeah. So basically, yeah, I just think you guys take care. It's a fucking mad world out there. Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go. All right. Thanks for joining in the stream, Blue Star, Cool Cop, and Skinny, of course. Skinny's books, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. And take care. Bye.
Bye. Has it ended yet?